Hey, what is up, guys? I know. It's Sunday again. What's going on with that? Well, to be honest, since I think Tuesday, I've actually been pretty sick. And yesterday morning, I thought I was starting to feel better, and then I made the mistake of going to the store and stuff like that. And I started feeling really bad again, and today it's not much better. So um, so I'm pushing myself to just get it done today because I gotta post, and I want to post obviously too, but it's just hard sometimes when you feel miserable on top of feeling miserable. um, but um, I guess that is kind of partially going to be, a good segue into what I've decided to talk about today, and that's, well, how easily I get sick and how easily people with autoimmune issues can get sick. All it took, is my family here went and hanged out with some friends, and their little girl had, you know, some sort of illness or sickness or something. Don't know really what, but they just were, hanging around them. Came home, and the next day or two, boom, I'm sick. And that's unfortunately how easy it is for me to get sick. That's why, like, every time the kids before the whole pandemic, every time they'd come home from school and any of them had even like the slightest hint of sniffles, they passed something to me, and lowered immune system plus being on a medication that lowers your immune system, plus I'm sure the connective tissue disorder from Ehlers-Danlos plays a part in that too. Um, so yeah, I get sick really easily these days, which sucks because I actually used to be one of those type of people that only got sick maybe once, twice at most a year. And now, like, let's take, I think 2019, before the pandemic, I probably got sick at least a dozen times that year. And it sucks, because, I mean, who wants to spend that much time being sick? So that, I've actually enjoyed in that regard the pandemic because everyone's, or majority of people at least around here wear the mask, and so you also spread less germs in terms of flu or viruses or colds or whatever. And so the kids, only go to school twice a week, and they wear masks the whole time. They're distanced and all that stuff, and so it's been pretty good. I think it's been a long, like, at least 6 months since I got sick. Um, so it's been nice, but yeah, when it hits me, it really does, lay into me pretty good. Like Tuesday, I felt fine half of the day, and then all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, my throat just went from 0 to 60, and it was on fire. It was hard to swallow anything. Like, I was downing liquids like almost nonstop the first 2 days because I hate sore throats. Um, and that's the first thing that I always get attacked with is a sore throat. It sucks because I say this all the time. I would honestly rather be puking my guts out than having a sore throat, or I don't know what, but I hate having a sore throat because it affects everything you do: breathing, drinking, eating, things you do all day. So it sucks. But sore throat aspect is mostly gone, but yeah, it's still very winded or kind of lethargic. Like, I just literally took a nap. I don't do naps unless I haven't been able to sleep for a few days. Then yeah, maybe my body will be like, okay, let's take a nap. But otherwise, I never nap. So the fact that I took a nap, is usually a good indication that I'm still sick. Thankfully, I didn't really have a fever, so I'm guessing it's more a virus, or viral, however you want to put it. Because, so my baseline temperature is around 97.5, and it did go up to like 98.9, which is basically 99, which I think nowadays they only consider that not a fever or something. I think it has to be 100 now or something to be considered a fever. I don't know for sure, but I think so. But since my baseline is a little bit lower than most people, and I usually run around that temperature almost all the time, it was kind of a, hike up, but it stopped doing that maybe like 24 hours later. So could have just been the initial shock or something else entirely, who knows. But yeah, so yeah, I still feel like crap. But yeah, the thing with autoimmunes, people don't really seem to understand, in general speaking, that it's easy for people like us to get sick. And I'm sure it ranges in severity of how sick you get, how easily sick you get, how compromised your immune system is. And, right? So there's different, varieties of those things, but it's something that I don't think a lot of people think about, especially, when they say, oh, you're sick all the time, and it's like, well, yeah, my immune system is, I have autoimmune diseases, and that basically means my body is attacking itself. So, of course, if a virus or a cold or something, comes my way, it's going to be like, hey, let me join in on that really easily, and then, like I said, I'm on a medication even that suppresses my immune system even more to try to fight some stuff. It's not the heaviest of immune suppressant. It's more of a mild one, but still, anything is anything, especially when you have a compromised immune system. And I think people need to know that that's actually a pretty big deal. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if when this pandemic ends, or when we're told to officially go around without masks anymore, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if you still saw a bunch of people with masks on, because they probably get sick easier and they don't want to risk getting sick or bring home a sickness to somebody who is autoimmune deficiency and stuff. And so as much as I hate wearing the masks because it just makes it harder to breathe, and it oftentimes triggers my nerves, but at the same time, it's been really nice not getting as sick as often either. So it might be something I might still do, at least when I go like to the grocery store or somewhere where there's going to be a decent amount of people or things you have to interact with, because it really sucks getting sick. We've all been sick, so we all know how much that sucks. But for me, it sucks more because usually it hits harder, and a lot of times it lasts longer. Like the very beginning of the pandemic in 2020, I think it was in February, I got sick and laid up in bed for an entire month, and it was bad. It was really gnarly. I don't know what the heck it was, but it wasn't COVID. It was just something. But yeah, it was It was bad, and I hated it because I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything for a whole month. Just be in my room 24/7. It sucked. So, um, yeah, I mean, there's a good possibility I might still wear it in certain circumstances. Um, but, you know, to each their own, obviously. But I honestly would say if you see people still wearing it after the fact, to, you know, be respectful of that, even if it's not for the reason of their immune compromise, but just in general, But yeah, I mean, having any autoimmune, and like I said, there's a wide range of autoimmune diseases out there, and they all have a variety of severity to them. So, just kind of something I wanted to touch base on just a little bit, because, some people just probably not be aware of how easily people get sick. I mean, that's why with the whole pandemic, we were worried about my mom. Not that she's technically been diagnosed officially with any sort of autoimmune disorder, but she has what's called COPD, and that affects your lungs. And she's on like an inhaler every day and has a rescue one, and so we were really worried if she ever got COVID, if she would make it, because it attacks your lungs, and she's really compromised in that department and stuff like that. And so I, of course, myself am worried. I hope I never really get it, because I don't know how well I would take it. I mean, I can handle a lot of crap, but I mean, your body can only handle so much, so I really don't know. I hope I never really know. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on here much longer. Like I said, I'm still not feeling well, but I did want to come on here and make my weekly video at least. There aren't really any updates. There is a possibility that I might get a pain management place. I don't know how legit it is yet. I asked my doctor, did you check like not just the local 2 areas, here, but like maybe like 45 minutes away. And they said they found a place that actually had a local office, which is weird why they missed it in the first place, but whatever. I'm still trying to get them to say, oh yeah, we got your referral, but so far they're like, oh, we haven't got anything. So nothing really too update-ish on that or anything. I'm just waiting to get appointments made and whatnot. So but yeah, so I just wanted to, like I said, come on here, talk a little bit, and again, I appreciate all of you who comment or watch my videos and whatnot, and I love you guys, and stay safe out there and take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys next time.